renovations on North Main Street have brought in a lot of tourism to St. Genevieve and made it a nicer place to be. It's now an integral part of the community.
It's so exciting because our sidewalks were really, really bad. People were tripping on them all the time. I had a couple of old ladies fall down right out front because they were so bad. You couldn't use a wheelchair on our sidewalks. The street was higher than the sidewalk, so every time it rained, my basement flooded.
The renovations on Main Street are wonderful. When I opened the shop 10 years ago, they were starting to be talked about at that time. So finally, after 10 years, it happened. We have new streets and the sidewalks and the gas lights, and it just adds a nice ambiance. The sidewalks are very old and dangerous. I don't think people tended to come down to this part of Main Street as much because it wasn't very attractive, and so they had a lot of cracks and holes in them.
About 5.5 years ago, the city engaged in a grant. They had all the engineering work and design done with that grant. Unfortunately, when they went in for the follow-on grant to actually have the construction done, it was disapproved. It took about 5 months to get everything done. We went out to the federal government and we secured a grant for $148,000 for sidewalks and $41,000 for utilities. It's just been a great change, and we've had many compliments on North Main Street.
At the corner of Jefferson and Main, there was an old car wash, and the city bought that property, tore down the car wash, and we're working now with the park board and trying to get some funds allocated to put in some public restrooms, as well as a seating area, a little fountain. It should be a very nice little pocket park. We are planning now to extend a hiking and biking trail from North Main Street all the way to the river landing where the ferry is. What we'd like to see is even more businesses opening. There are a couple of buildings down there that would be great. There's a lot of little quaint shops along there that are really succeeding now because better access.
And we bought an old car wash that was down on North Main Street, and it's been removed in preparation for a future restroom park area for tourists and residents alike.
I think it's really brought the town together because they renovated the square, years ago, but this part of Main Street wasn't renovated. So now we feel that we're also part of the town, and it's really connected.
We welcomed the street repairs, and yeah, it makes downtown look so much better that when people do come to town, they're inclined to walk around and probably enjoy the experience a whole lot more than they would have if they had to step over cracks.
So it's definitely added to the beauty of this part of Main Street. This part of town is alive once again. So
North Main Street desperately needed to be renovated. It had cracks, potholes, and the streets were above the sidewalks. It was very dangerous to walk on, and it was finally renovated.